Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell by the tone of my voice, I don't know. I don't know how Leeds United can go about now, because like with losing to Nottingham Forest, like I'm getting emotional, like fuck. But I'm the Leeds United Daily, and today we're going to be talking about the Everton versus Leeds United preview, and I'm going to try to be as positive as I can, because obviously usually I try to be as unbiased as I can. I'm not like one of these content creators who will come out and literally bash every single Leeds United player or the manager or the board or anything like that. So as much as I am upset and frustrated and disappointed, I will try to give a balanced perspective on the game yesterday. And to all you fans who said I was being negative, to all you fans who were saying that Sean Dyche isn't going to be able to keep Everton up and Leeds United are going to thrash Everton and stuff like that, and came at me, I just want to say well done. Your prediction was fantastic. You managed to get it right. Fair enough, the goal was very lucky, but we have to sit here and say that in this type of game we need luck on our side, on both sides, and unfortunately Everton got the luck, didn't they? I mean, that Seamus Coleman goal, I mean, there was no one up the field. He just took a swipe at it, and it unfortunately Meslier wasn't in the correct position and it went in. But can we keep the comments respectful? I do not want to see any toxic or any toxicity in the comments down below, and if there is, then you'll be getting blocked from this channel, because I don't want, you can give your opinion but keep it respectful, okay? I don't want any toxicity surrounding this channel and stuff like that, but just keep it on a respectful level and I'll do the same. But to me, Sean Dyche, I said to you in my first pre-match review that Sean Dyche will come out, he will set up in a way that Leeds United are going to struggle, and that's exactly what happened today. Fair enough, in the first half Leeds United struggled massively well, I mean, both teams did, to be fair. When it came up to like the 30th minute in the game, Everton started to come in more confident. They started to be able to use the width a little bit more. They started to use the midfield three a little bit more, and you could just see the confidence with Everton. Fair enough, Sean Dyche isn't going to set up and play attractive football. He's not going to set up in a way Everton are going to play really good football. That's not about that. He's going to set up and he's going to be relentless. He's going to make the players play for the badge. He's going to make the system so hard for teams to break down, and exactly what he did against Arsenal. Fair enough, he struggled at Liverpool, and he did exactly the same today. Fair enough, Leeds United weren't up to scratch today. They just seemed to be a bit off pace. Bamford was very poor today. Jack Harrison was poor today. I don't know, Everton just made Leeds United look very average, bang average, and all goes to credit to Sean Dyche and the board. Why didn't we sack Jesse Marsch early? Because we could have got a manager like Sean Dyche, because we could have looked at that, because like we are doing right now, we're looking at a manager to come in short term. Yeah, Sean Dyche was out of a job. We could have gone and got Sean Dyche for 6 months. We could have got Sean Dyche to set up a Leeds United team who isn't going to play amazing football. Fair enough, but he's going to make you solid. He's going to make you play for that badge, and he's going to make it hard for teams to break you down. And when he's come in, he's picked up 6 points, 2 clean sheets, bear in mind, coming from home. Leeds United are now 3 games, probably going into the 4th week without a manager. Bearing in mind, Southampton beat Chelsea today. Bournemouth picked up a result against Wolves. Nottingham Forest picked up against a result, I think, against Manchester City. And it was the same against last week, wasn't it? Leeds United dropped points. Teams around us started picking up points. And it was exactly the same again this week. We dropped points and teams around us started picking up points. So to me, to people who are saying that I'm negative, people who are saying that I need to be more positive, I'm a very positive Leeds United fan, and if you've been around for a while, I give very unbiased predictions. I always give my if there's a negative thing, I always balance it out with a positive thing. But as you can tell, I'm very disappointed today, and I think a lot of Leeds United fans will be too. But it's more so the anxiety, it's more so the worry that Leeds United are going to be relegated. We all said, like, I know we all needed 6 points, and that was one of the talking points for Leeds United's next couple of games, because obviously when we was talking about the Leeds United fixtures against Everton and Southampton, I believe, we was obviously, it's a 6-pointer, isn't it? We said it in streams, we will say it to our friends, we'll say it to our work colleagues, that Leeds United will have to go into these next 2 games trying to be able to get all 6 points, and we could do next weekend against Southampton, but Leeds United need to play a lot better. You know, I mean, I don't know. I mean, that first half was very poor from my standards, in a sense, from both teams, more so from the Leeds United perspective, because I mean, towards, like, I think it was around about the 30th minute, Everton was starting to come into play. Everton started to have a bit more control, and you could see that Leeds United couldn't really do anything with how tight and how they were, in a sense, playing the man marking system, especially out wide. And I told you in my preview, didn't I, where they will set up in a way where their wingers will mark the opponent's wingers when defending, and that's exactly what they did. And with Nonto and with Summerville not really being able to implement the directness, the attacking force that we were usually seeing, especially against like Manchester United, Leeds United were so quiet, because obviously they're our main attacking points. We attack down the width, especially when we're under Skabala now. You can clearly see that the ball wants to go out wide, with 2 men coming onto Summerville and 2 men coming onto Nonto. There's no space, there's no room at all for Nonto or Summerville to run into. And I said to you, didn't I? I said Sean Dyche will set up in a way that it's going to be so tight, it's going to be so compact, and the midfield 3 as well. Like, I didn't realise that Everton were going to set up in the 4-3-3, so obviously that gave them 3 central midfielders. And with McKennie and Adams, and then Decore and Onaha, I can't remember the other midfielder who was in there. It was a very exciting game, especially in the park. There was a lot of challenges. There was a very strong midfield duo, and to me, I don't know how Everton are not winning, with a couple of occasions where, as from like set pieces, like I said to you, that Leeds United will have to be careful dealing with the set pieces, because there was a couple of occasions, wasn't there, where Leeds United could have gone behind. I mean, there was Morpé's chance that went past everyone, and then obviously it was great that McKennie was stood on the goal line, because obviously that would have been 1-1. And then as well, Onaha, he's I don't know, Decore and Onana, I can't say his name properly, 2 very powerful players when it comes to jumping, when it comes to sprinting, and when it comes to all-round play. I mean, the box-to-box midfielders, Iwobi was fantastic out wide. He given that weight from McNeil as well, apart from when towards the end of the first half when there was that massive bust up. But at the same time, I don't know how Decore didn't really get sent off with how aggressive he was being. But at the same time, I don't know, it was always going to be a scrappy game, wasn't it? I mean, that first half from both sides, to me, I felt like Everton were more confident coming into this game than Leeds United. I know we came off after a defeat to Manchester United, and Liverpool beat Everton, but at the same time, like I said to you, I felt like Everton were going to come out the more confident, and that's how I feel like it panned out. Everton seemed to have controlled the game a little bit better. Leeds United just didn't seem to be able to get control. There was no control. There was no, like, in a sense, solid structure from Leeds United. They could break that line, and they tried to play the through top ball, but then realised they couldn't. And it just wasn't happening, was it? Nonso just couldn't seem to get in. Patrick Bamford, I don't know, he didn't really seem to have the best of game. And then Jack Harrison just seemed to be missing. I didn't really see him much on that game. I know that Leeds United set up in the 4-2-3-1 system in the same team what played against Manchester United. And to me, I feel like we're missing. I don't know if Mark Rocker is still injured or not. I'm not 100% sure. But at the same time, I feel like we're missing Mark Rocker, because in this expansive system, Leeds United needed someone who could play the ball, and with McKennie and with Adams, we needed a midfielder, or a centre defensive midfielder, to be able to pick up that ball and play in that advanced role. Whereas Mark Rocker, when he's on the field, he can play that advanced role. He can pick out a pass. He can create forward runs, and he can create forward chances. But with McKennie being a box-to-box midfielder and isn't really a passing midfielder, I felt like Leeds United were missing something in that midfield 3. Fair enough, the battles were great, the physicality was there from the 2, but at the same time, Leeds United needed to change something up in the second half, and this is where I feel like the second half might have improved just the slightest bit for Leeds United. But before we continue into today's video, before we get into the second half, make sure you like, comment and subscribe as well. What did you think of the game? If you are new around here, I'm the Leeds United Daily, and I try to bring out Leeds United content on a daily basis, and we're getting closer and closer to 1.5k. So at 1.5k we'll be doing a giveaway. We'll be giving away 3 winners. We'll be getting a nice little surprise. It was one of the subscribers who told me about it, so I thought it'd be kind of funny to give to you guys. And obviously at 2k there will be another giveaway, and then at 3k there'll be another giveaway as well. So every 1,000 subscribers will be doing a giveaway for you guys, just to give back to the community, and hopefully the channel could continue to grow and I can give bigger and better things away to you guys. And then obviously the second half begun. I know Crysensio came on for Verba. I mean, he didn't look right, did he, after he went down in the first like 5-10 minutes of that game. So apart from that, I felt like Leeds United and Everton, it should have been like 0-0. Like I said to you at the beginning of the video, it was one of our teams needed luck, and unfortunately Everton today was the team who got the luck. They was very solid as well when it came to defending. But at the same time, Leeds United need to have that extra bit of quality, you know, to be able to survive. Because as well, it's like when you see these content creators saying, where's the next win coming from? And it's like, now I'm starting to believe it, because we lost to Nottingham Forest, we drew against West Ham, we lost to Leicester when they was in the relegation zone. The only team who we picked up points was Wolves at the start of the season. We've picked up now, I think, 2 wins in 19. That's all. I think that's all. And it's relegation form, and to think that we are, in a sense, spending £140 million in both transfer windows to be sat in 19th position now, it's honestly ridiculous. I mean, I don't know what else managers can do. Skabala came in, he looked very confident in the Manchester United game. It wasn't to be, and I said to you, didn't I, in my preview, if you watched it, that it's going to be very interesting to see how Skabala is going to set up in this game with how solid and compact Everton were going to be. Because when you saw, there was times there were 6 men in defence with Everton when Leeds United were on attack. There was 2 to 3 people constantly on Nonso. There was 2 to 3 people constantly on Jack Harrison when he switched out to the wing, because obviously Aronson came on, he switched out Nonso to the right, he switched Jack Harrison from the middle to the left, and then put Brendan Aronson in the number 10 role. And as well, Everton just continuously played with that solid low block and just didn't let Leeds United play the way they wanted to play. I don't know, it's just a very frustrating thing to talk about week in, week out, that we have the quality, it just doesn't seem to be happening for Leeds United. And with the time running out, the game slowly running out, we go to Stamford Bridge after Southampton, so it's going to be interesting to see how we do against them as well. But then when we get to the likes of April, or even towards the end of March, we need to be somewhat safe when end of March comes, because I don't see us winning any of those games. We've got Newcastle, we've got Manchester City, we've got Liverpool, we've got Arsenal, Tottenham, last game of the season. So if we do not start picking up points against Bournemouth when we play them, Nottingham Forest when we play them, I think we need to play West Ham again. So if we don't get any points against these teams, how are we going to be confident to be able to stay up? You know? Like, I'm not trying to be, I hope this video hasn't been too negative. I've tried to be as positive and as unbiased as I possibly can. But overall, deep down, I'm hurting. Just like you, I'm hurting. And I don't know where we're going to go from here. But anyway, guys, I'm just going to leave it onto that. Everton beat Leeds United 1-0 with a very fluky Coleman finish. It's put Leeds United in 19th position now with 19 points. So with teams surrounding us, and they're picking up points now, it's not really looking good. But anyway, guys, I tried to be as unbiased as I possibly can. I hope it wasn't too long for you, and I hope that your week is better than this weekend. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you comment below your opinion of the game, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.